Welcome back to Weekend Prime. Now, one promise after another. President William Ruto has spent much of this week meeting different religious denominations and key sectors, making commitments on education, administration, healthcare, and workers' welfare. But as some of the country's key sectors continue to face serious challenges, questions are being raised over whether these promises can actually be delivered and whether the flurry of engagements has more to do with governance or the politics of 2027. Grace Nganga unpacks.
One promise after another. This week, the House on the Hill has been the setting for a series of meetings between President William Ruto and different groups representing some of Kenya's key constituencies. Religious leaders have had their turn.
Wanatengeneza sera, wanatengeneza sheria, ndio madrasa na duksi iwe ni sehemu ya masomo.
Then came chiefs.
Village assistant chiefs watapata pesa yao inatoka from 15,000 a quarter to 30,000.
Village elders were not left out either.
Lakini ukifika kwa simu yako, fungua haraka haraka, mambo iko ndani.
And then came private security guards. KTN understands that the security guards had been mobilized to gather at Uhuru Park before they were taken to State House.
Minimum wage iongezwe kwa 15%.
But this particular promise raises a fundamental question. Does the president have the power to determine what private companies pay their employees?
Anyone who trusts him does so at his own peril. I have said elsewhere that we are unlucky to have a president who consistently lies and could only speak the truth by sheer accident. So a visit to the president during campaigns must end at him serving breakfast and giving people fare back home, full stop.
The extent that our government leaders can dictate to private companies, that is not possible because private companies are run by private boards.
The promise of better pay also raises another question. Who will bear the extra cost? Will security firms be expected to shoulder the increase? Will clients pay more for private security services? And can smaller companies survive if wage bill rise sharply?
The unintended consequences of this policy direction is it might end up wiping out the small security companies, which might have to let go of their security guards, which could create enhanced insecurity because security guards understand our household, understand our business very well.
Us, we have the Protective Service Wages Order, which tells us how much to pay the private security officers. So that's what we are doing. Anything above that, we cannot pay. We will not, if he is not delivering in 6 months, how will he deliver in 2 months?
These are questions that remain unanswered, and yet promises have become a recurring feature of this administration.
He must not joke with the security sector. That's also dangerous. He can gamble with village elders, he can gamble with the sheikhs, he can gamble with the mamambogas he lied to, he can gamble with everything else, but can he please, for heaven's sake, leave the security sector alone?
While the administration maintains that it is engaging citizens to find solutions and accelerate service delivery, critics argue that the timing of the meetings and the wave of the fresh commitments are difficult to separate from the political calendar.
Rais kazi yake ni kupeleka watu State House kuwaonga kuhusu uchaguzi. He is more interested in his survival than the life of the people of Kenya.
And with 2027 drawing closer, the question may no longer be how many groups the president can meet or how many promises he can make. It may be whether these promises can survive the journey from State House to policy, from policy to implementation, and ultimately into the lives of ordinary Kenyans. Grace Nganga, KTN.
Activists have petitioned the National Assembly demanding justice and accountability over the operations of the British Army Training Unit Kenya Matatu.